what's up? We're gonna do a tone video today. Let me explain a little bit about how we got here. So I built this shelf like a week ago, and on my Simpsons shelf, I put up my limited edition For Your Strong Brain Pain vinyl, which got me back into that album. And I was like, yo, that tone is so good. How do I do that? After rig rundown and Reddit threads and just going down a bunch of rabbit holes, I learned about the swollen pickle, which apparently is a Will Putney trick, and any band he produces is kind of the thing they do for that nasty tone. And I learned that they use the swollen pickle fuzz into an already pretty hot 5150, which I would have never thought to do. But it sounds sick. I've been messing with it, and it's gnarly and insane. So, yeah, that's what we're going to try and do today. If you've watched my videos before, you know I'm more in the camp of lower gain can still be heavy and sick. And today's going to be the opposite of that. So, yeah, let's make a tone and see what we can do. All right, I've got my Squier Telly, which just has a hot bridge pickup. So I like the way it sounds. And I'm tuned to D standard because we're getting heavy. So we're going to use Archetype Nolly X because this is a 5150 block letter, which I think is a good place to start. And we'll build a nice rhythm tone for the amp first, and then we'll throw in the swollen pickle, and you'll see how gnarly this gets. So let's start with, a couple things I've learned. A lot of bass, not a lot of mids. Let me caveat real quick. This is not probably going to be an exact replica of the tone. The goal here, as always, is to put my own spin on it. Let's make a tone inspired by this technique. I'm not trying to replicate it. I'm trying to get it to what I like. So yeah, I like when the bass is pushed, the mids are scooped. We're going to increase the gain. I think so. This resonance knob. Hear the difference? Kind of spreads it out a little bit. So let's start with it. I want to make sure we don't get too fuzzy. So master. We need more gain. Kind of like the treble there. Oh yeah, let me say, I got no pedals on, no EQ, and I'm just using the stock cab because, let's be honest, Nolly is better at setting that up than I am. All right. There we go. Still a little fuzzy. I want it to be tight. That sounds better. Maybe a little less bass. I think it might be too much gain. It's a good sound, but let's try that. I'm gonna scoop this a little bit. So what I'm doing here is just trying to figure out what I'm hearing. It's just easiest to, just try it. I think I like that more. There we go. I like that sound a lot. So that's a heavy tone. Sounds sick. So now let's get the Swollen Pickle going. So I never thought to do this really, but we're using a fuzz as a boost, basically. Or kind of like in the sense of how you'd use an overdrive pedal as a boost. That's kind of what we're doing here. Let me tell you how this happens. So I learned that this is the secret sauce to this tone. So I was doing some research. I was like, I'm a cheapskate. So like when I was telling myself, when one pops up at this certain price, I'll snag it for cheap used and we'll try it out. And then I was doing my pawn shop rounds the other day, and lo and behold, this was there, which is the Mark IIs. Which is the one I wanted because the scoop and the crunch settings are knobs. On the new Mark III, they're just switches. So I wanted that scoop knob really bad. So this is what I wanted. I got it for dirt cheap, and I'm stoked. It's basically brand new. Yeah. And if you guys have this, you'll know there's some internal settings. Let me pull it up real quick and show you what I did. So if you can see this is kind of what the inside looks like. So there's a clip and a voice internal trim pot. The factory settings were both of these completely maxed out, which was a little too much fuzz to try and do this. So I turned the clip down to, what would that be, 9 o'clock. And then I kept the voice maxed out. So those are my settings, or what I've found has worked well. So yeah, using it like a boost, as you can see, I've got what would be the volume at about 3 o'clock. What's the fuzz, like just on the tone at like 12:30, 1 o'clock. Crunch at almost 3 o'clock, like 2:30. And then the scoop, what's that, like 1 o'clock. Oh, let me say, for this, you need the gate. I've even found, like, max it out. It's gnarly. So yeah, let's turn this on. Here's dry tone with a heavy gate and Swollen Pickle. It's gnarly, it's heavy. Even with the gate almost maxed out, it rings. It'll sustain for a long time, which is just gnarly, but that just shows you just how massive and how powerful it is. So yeah, there's a couple things you could do when you turn the scoop knob down. It sounds sick. I don't know how usable it is, but it's cool. Yeah, just really gnarly. Turn it up a little bit. I like it right around there. It's nice and nasty if we turn it all the way up. It gets pretty fuzzy. So let's keep it right there. And then crunch, we'll max it out first. Yeah, crazy. Wonder if we should turn the gain down a little bit on the amp. Sounds pretty good. And then let's just make it even more massive because this feature is sick. We turn the doubler on. Oof. Just gnarly. Yeah, this is some secret sauce. That's the story of me getting a swollen pickle. That's how we made this tone. If you have any questions about my settings or the gear or how we got here, let me know. But yeah, if you ever come across one of these, pick it up. I don't think you'll regret it. It took me a while to like figure out exactly how to dial it in, but once you do, it's worth it. It's sick. So yeah, that's that tone. Like I said, let me know if you have any questions. Thanks for checking it out. See you in the next one.